Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total back with some Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai Scramble for the Far East. Well, actually, no. I'm kidding. This is not Scramble for the Far East, not at all. This is just regular Shogun 2 multiplayer battle. And as you can see, we are fighting a naval battle against our opponent. I, of course, am leading my army, I'm leading my fleet, which is my fleet. My fleet is using the white and blue colors. Yes, while the enemy, which is the red on the minimap, which is this thing, is red and black. And yes, I'm colorblind, so if I say something wrong, please don't hold it against me. This is a battle, naval battle, and our opponent is, me and my opponent are bringing the almost exact same ships. However, you can see eventually who wins because both of us are going to be using very different tactics. That's how I'm going to say. I don't show naval battles a lot, but I think naval battles in Shogun 2 are very fun. Not only because are they pretty interesting, but because naval battles are kind of extinct in the Total War series. What I mean by that is literally naval battles have become kind of extinct. Like in the new games like Three Kingdoms, Britannia, there's none of that. Not even Troy has naval battles, which is a shame. So yes, that's that. Okay, so what am I bringing for my fleet? I am bringing an ironclad, the Shogun class. It's a French ironclad, and yes, it's an ironclad, meaning it's covered in plate, which is what is this right here? Oops, yeah, all of this is plate armor, except for the center, of course. That's wood. After that, I'm bringing a wooden corvette, Kantomaru class. Kankomaru, to be exact, I think. It's basically like a paddle, like a boiler, steamer. Yeah, it's a light ship. I'm bringing another wooden Katyn class, and the difference between this and that is that has 6 guns, while this has 14 guns. And for those that are wondering what the heck does that mean, every time it says 14 guns, it means that there's only 7 guns per broadside. So meaning facing this side right here, it's only 7 guns. While facing this side, there's also 7 guns. It doesn't mean that when you're going into a firefight, it's going to be firing 17 guns at the same time. No, that's not how it works. Behind that, we have a wooden corvette Katyn class. Once again, 14 guns, so 7 guns per side. Another wooden corvette Katyn class, 14 guns per side. And I have my general, which is on the flank. This ship is pretty interesting. It's a Japanese ironclad. It's a Katitsu class, and literally, it has this is a ram type ship. For those that are wondering what the heck am I talking about, so basically the ram type ship or the ram ironclad was developed the idea was introduced to European navies, and the idea was basically because ironclads, like the ones that were used in the American Civil War, were so impenetrable because at that point they couldn't make guns. They didn't have the guns to go through iron, or at least not penetrate iron successfully. So basically they came up with an idea of a ram ship, and this is pretty much a ram ship. And the idea is technically to ram the enemy ship, and hopefully it sinks. That has happened. Actually, although the idea is pretty dumb, it actually has happened. But that under the circumstance, it was an Austrian ironclad ramming an Italian ship, and that was after the Italian ship was heavily damaged. So yeah, it did happen, but not a lot. The enemy is bringing almost the exact same fleet, except for they're bringing the Oleon class. Once again, 12 guns on each side, except for this time. The superstructure tells me that, well, 12 guns on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 guns on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here, and we have another 12 guns. 6 guns right here. This is Kantomaru class, so 12 guns on each side. This is another Kantomaru class of 6 guns on each side, and the rest of his fleet is pretty much these Kantomaru class. And another wooden corvette Kantomaru class, and one the exact same ram ship that I used, the Katitsu class ironclad. And yeah, I am 100% sure I am butchering these names, so please mind my terrible pronunciation. Okay, so basically, what am I doing? As you can see, with this thing right here, I'm colorblind. Hopefully, you can see the wind is going this way, which is I think this is not north. It says, if I remember the Japanese character, it says don't, which is, oops, wait, where the? Okay, this is north, so this is south. Because I remember Bay as north and Dong as. Wait, no. This is north, east, south, west, and this is north. Okay. Yeah. So this is the wind is facing the east, which means I am, and yeah, that means during the age of sail. By the way, the wind is highly dependent. The way that you sail is highly dependent. For example, if you sail towards the wind, you're going to be faster, but if you sail into the wind, you're going to be kind of slower. Obviously, most of my ships are using steam boilers, which is what you see right here, and that is why they don't really care about the wind. But it is a good idea to use the wind in any circumstance whatsoever. But what am I doing? I am essentially doing the old tactic of line of fire, which is moving my ships one on a row, going down the fleet. My enemy does not seem to realize what I am doing and is doing. I do not know what he's doing. But anyway, we are not in range, and I'm just gonna fast forward because this is the most boring part. And yes, yes, Ironclads during this time, it was basically an arms race for whatever country can develop the most Ironclads. As you can see, my ships are moving in this line of fire, which is a ship of the line. And the idea, okay, let me digress. The line of fire is basically a tactic that you use to maximize the open fire all your guns at an enemy at the same time. The downside is that the problem is that well, actually, no, there's no big problem. The only problem, because the problem with the ship is that this part, the front part, doesn't have a lot of guns. The sides have a lot of guns, so that is why I'm doing this line of ship. And by the way, yeah, it's an old naval tactic that I like to use. My enemy is doing all sorts of weird stuff, but yes, they're trying to form their own line, but they're not as neat as I am. Okay. Now we can talk about ships. During this time, the European powers were just trying to build, just trying to outpace each other. The British laid down the Warrior, the French laid down the La Gloriale, and yeah, after that, yeah, it just went over after that. I really like the superstructure of my own ship. It's the Leon class. I really like the superstructure. We're getting hit by the enemy general, which is this ship. Yes. For those that are wondering how the heck am I doing this, I basically press insert, and we'll be doing that. I am gonna eventually return fire because I do not like being shot. Although, yes, we are not gonna be coming into range. Actually, no, we will be coming into range right now. We are opening fire on what is it? The wooden corvette, and yeah, I'm switching to armor. I'm sorry, no. I'm switching to what do you call it? Fast reload, and I'm using armor-piercing rounds against this ship. I'm finally preparing to open fire on the general. As you can see, because most of this ram ships, this ironclad, the general ironclad, which is Katsu ironclad, most of its guns are in the front. That does mean that because he's turned to the side, he really can't return fire. What I also like about this ship is that nope, I can't. Okay, they have Gatling guns on this ship, so that's wonderful. We're not going to use them because it's too far away, and this ship is getting essentially pummeled. Yeah. Now my entire fleet is opening fire on this poor ironclad. The rest of the fleet is not returning fire because of the formation they're using, which is I don't know what formation they're using. It looks like they're protecting a transport, but yeah. I am using armor-piercing rounds on this ship, and although it doesn't look like it's doing much, it's a lot because this is iron, and you can see all the particles that have just fallen down. It's a lot. So yes. Yeah, the benefit of The good thing about my formation is that all my ships get to fire, while this person, I do not know what the heck he's doing. And now we have set this ship somewhat on fire. Ship is losing slightly. On fire, wavering concern, casualties concerned. And yes, my general is in terrible danger, yes, because he's just been hit by a stray shot, so that's not very dangerous. The rest of my fleet is now firing. Oh, well, the rest of my ships are literally firing on this wooden corvette, and we're trying to set it on fire. If the fire gets too hot, it might explode, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, because it might explode. Oh no, the sailors are abandoning the ship, that's why. Yeah. Well, that was a ship, destroyed. Now we're returning. Now we're gonna be opening fire once again on this ironclad just to make sure it routes. Now you can see these massive holes being punctuated into the ironclad. Not so much here, but you can really see them here. Like, where's that hole? Yeah, this massive one right here. So yeah, that's pretty devastating. Yeah, my ships are still focusing on this ship just to make sure it routes, but I should really be focusing on this ship. That was friendly fired. I almost got friendly fired. This ship almost got friendly fired. Now at this point, I think I'm starting to turn all my ships toward this one ship. Yeah. The general, I'm opening fire on the general, but it's gonna take a long time. I'm still using the high explosive round on this ship, because my crews are trying to change their rounds, and changing rounds do take time. Now I'm doing a tactic called breaking up and having my ships go in the line abreast, which is go straight and turn most of your guns facing the enemy. This tactic really works because, well, this tactic works in the sense that because the guns will not be hit. Like if you shoot at a ship from this direction, the guns won't hit. But yeah, we're just trying to best to open fire. At this point, my fleet has starting to be disorganized, which it doesn't really matter. There's only 3 ships left. One of it is the general, and the rest are just literally on fire. This ship is using this ship as literally a meat shield, and this ship is opening fire on my ships. Now, during naval combat, there's such a thing called luck, and you're gonna see very quick what I'm talking about. Luck. Luck during this battle, luck is not on my side, and you'll see why. This ship is being peppered. Literally, you can just see the damage of an ironclad. Most of its guns are taken. Well, actually, no, none of its guns. Yeah, and talking about luck, I went across this way, and literally, for some reason, this ship got a lucky shot. Not only does it affect this ship, sending this routing, it also starts to affect this ship, which is on fire, and so that's going to be a problem. This ship is also going to be hit because now it's the 2v1, and the rest of my ships are trying desperately to turn. But thankfully, I still have more ships in the field, so that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a problem for some reason. This ship actually managed to score a good shot in the boilers, and that's going to start a fire. And then, yep, the rest of the ships are literally losing heart, essentially. This is an interesting battle. Anyway, needless to say, I think we've won the battle. Yeah. As you can see, now the rest of my ships are turning to face these 2 ships, and the reason why I'm winning is literally because I still have that massive ironclad. So yes, that's gonna help. We are opening fire on the enemy, and the enemy is returning back, and basically we've won the battle. So I'm gonna end the battle, and I'm gonna see you on the end screen, and we're just gonna talk about what I've learned. Well, what did I learn? I'm besides a land battle, I'm pretty sure naval battles are also pretty interesting. It's just about how you use your ships. If you use your ships well, then you pretty much just nailed it. If you use your ships terribly, then you pretty much just screwed yourself over. So yeah, in naval battles, it's really about the tactics and not so much about the units. But so yes, let's view our unit statistics. Okay, the most kills is by my ironclad. Killed 16, lost 27. This was the one that took most of the firing. The enemy does even worse by, yeah. Yeah, that's that. So yeah. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Now, before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.